What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Entertainment News. So, the Married to Medicine new season premiere, and you guys who have seen the show already aware that the topic of discussion was the situation between Dr. Jackie and her husband. Most of you are aware that over the summer, a few months back, Dr. Jackie's husband was seen with another woman, hand in hand, heading on, vacation or wherever they were going. And so a lot of people were shocked because, Dr. Jackie is so, well put together, and they, even before her husband was seen with another woman, the whole issues she was having in her marriage, most people were like, wow, not Dr. Jackie. But those issues were understandable. There's too much damage that have been done in that marriage. For one, she married a man who already have children, which is okay. Then she, went through her battles with breast cancer, and thank God, she survived and all of that. And then, wanting to have children and can't have children. And then when she finally came to the acceptance of, okay, maybe I can't carry them, but I can either do a surrogate or I can adopt, her husband completely shut that down. He felt like we've tried, we've off age now, to go and start all the way over, raising the child and all of that. He basically shut down her dream, and she did not leave her marriage and say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and find someone else who can help me make that dream reality. I'm out of here. She stayed in the marriage, but then became resentful because she felt like her husband played a role in shutting down something that she wanted. And so because of that, she became engulfed into work, because she said that being at home makes her lonely, remind her of motherhood and children running around and all of that, and that's why she loved her job. When you're in a marriage, you have to make a decision. Either you're going to accept and stay and find a balance between work and your marriage, or you're going to leave and move on. You can't stay there with being resentful. You can't stay in the marriage knowing that you're hurt because someone shut down a dream of yours. Because it's yes, marriage is not easy. I completely understand, and they've been married for years and years and years. But if you're gonna be resentful, then just leave. And so even though Dr. Jackie and her husband, they are still legally married, and what he did was wrong, you can't sit on TV, one, you guys are separated, two, and say if he was to find another woman to make him happy, then A, B, and C. It was almost like at that point and at the reunion, they were done. Nothing is signed on paper and all of that. She was hoping that they would work it out, but based on what was said, they were done. Now, the way how the footage is going, that he's trying to now come back and say to her, how can we fix this? I don't know if it's how can we fix our marriage, or if it's our marriage is over, but how can I repair our friendship? Now, if he's trying to come back or trying to stay in a marriage, then absolutely he's even more wrong, because he cannot then use the excuse of, oh, I thought we were done, and it's just a big mess. In as much as Dr. Jackie situation with the way how her marriage is going does not compare to Lisa Nicole, because Lisa Nicole and her husband, they didn't have no separation talk like Dr. Jackie and her husband, or divorce or whatever. It was just, we're married, we're still together, then he goes to work and he cheat. You know what I'm saying? But I heard that Lisa Nicole quit the show, but I also heard that the show, she got fired because nobody wanted to film with her. But on the back end, she quit because of all of the bullying, and she just wanted to focus on her marriage. The thing is, this would have been a perfect season for Lisa to still be a part of the show, because she is the only one who have experienced or gone through and who have been open. Maybe the other ladies have had their own share but have decided we are not going to share that with the public. We are just going to keep our battles internally and make it look like our marriage might not be perfect, but as far as infidelity, that's not happening here. But it would have been perfect to see Lisa reaction and her facial expressions when everybody was going off about the Jackie situation, because these people treated her like a piece of you know what, because of the things that her husband did and her wanting to save her marriage and to continue to take him back, you know. And when Dr. Jackie said that you never know until you walk in my shoes, you don't know what you're going to do, you know, I know they're trying to stay away from mentioning her name, but I was surprised that no one brought her up, you know. I guess they feel like this situation doesn't compare, but you know, cheating is cheating regardless of how it is done, because that chapter of Dr. Jackie and her husband, life wasn't over. According to her, they were having marital issues, but they were still very much married and still trying to work it out. It wasn't a situation of they're just married on paper, but they're legally separated, they're done, they're heading for divorce, it's over. Because in as much as this large debate, right, that regardless of separation, you moving out of the house and you're going on about your life, you're still legally married, so it's wrong. And then you have people who say, but what happens if people they're battling, their assets and things like that? Like, there's no love, the marriage is completely over, they are just waiting for a judge to sign the paper, that person can then move on. So that's the argument and the debate. But it looks like these two were still working on reconciliation. So we will see if she stays, and whatever the case might be. If she decides to stay, it's going to be a lot, because wow, but you have to find a balance in your relationship. You can work all the time. Don't want to sound like Rihanna, but you can work all the time, but you also have to make time as well. And if you choose to stay in a situation and you choose to forgive, then work on that forgiveness and work on moving forward. You cannot choose to forgive and stay, but then be resentful. I've used that word a lot. Or hold whatever it is over that person's head and then bring it up every 2 seconds. Either you forgive and stay and do your best to be strong and move on, or you walk away and be happy, but you can't say I'm going to forgive you, stay, and then be this unhappy, terrible person, and vice versa. So hopefully we will see what happens. We will see what happens as far as if they're going to work it out or not. But this would have been the perfect season for Lisa to be a part of, because of everything that they put her through and how they placed their men on a pedestal that, not our men. They would never do that, especially Curtis. Okay, so anyways, that's that. Let's move on to Toya. A lot of people, were like, dang, they only pay half. You see these people on TV and they're trying to live this lavish lifestyle and keep up with the Joneses and all of that, and sometimes people feel like they really got it like that. So Toya and her husband writing a check of, $100,000 or more is nothing, because people feel like, they have millions saved and they're good. But then you hear her say, we've been doing good. We've paid almost half of our debt, and people are like, that's it. You're trying, but don't let reality TV fool you. A lot of people go broke trying to keep up, but keeping up, not saving your money, not making smart choices and investment, trying to impress people can lead to some serious damage and death. You know, that's why. So, I'm glad that they are getting the finances in order. And so, congratulations to them. Congratulations to Quad and her husband on the new practice and all of that. I explained in detail in one of the videos I did on this show, details to the reason why Quad does not want to have children yet. I'm going to go ahead and include the link in the description below because I don't want to sound repetitive, but I went into some serious details. So go ahead and click that link and watch that video. But we will see as this year, it looks like there's going to be a lot of stuff going on with the whole having a child and all of that. So we shall see how that play out with Quad and her husband. But if you watch that video, I went into like some serious deep stuff that I don't want to say here, so go ahead and click the link and watch that video. Dr. Simone, same old different days, same screaming back and forth the kids, ups and down with her husband. So the D word is being thrown around a lot, divorce, but hopefully they're able to get it together and work it out. Heavenly still the same. Dr. Heavenly still the same. Nothing changed, and we'll see how that situation work out. I'm looking forward to seeing the new lady who's going to come on the show and see what she can bring to the program. And also I'm waiting for the queen Mariah to make her entrance, because she brings this certain excitement to the show that no one else would ever be able to duplicate. Okay, now I understand the doctors, they're busy and they're educated and amazing people and all of those things. And what time do I have to take care of myself? I'm taking care of everybody else. Dr. Jackie kind of she make time to be in shape, healthy, and all of that while she's taking care of other people. But the way how those women were, excluding Dr. Jackie, were drooling over those young men, I don't see them drooling over their husbands like that. So, but I understand, physical appearance, in as much as they love their spouses. I'm not saying they don't love their husbands. They love their husbands and all of that. If they're looking at the physical part, some of them have had some choice words to say about the husband's weight and health and all of that. So I completely understand, the reaction, especially for the younger girls who feel like, I don't remember the last time I saw a guy in a body like this, but I'm not going to even go there. They know what they're doing, so kudos to them. Anyway, speaking of ladies and men, I'm sure some of you peeped that extra smiled and googly eye Quad was giving that bartender. Look at her face. I was just like, okay, girl, don't make it that obvious. She was like, ooh, eye candy. Oh my goodness. Dr. Jackie, keep your head up, continuing to be the class act that you are. She's not perfect. She has flaws, but she still carries herself in an amazing way. Ooh, that heavenly daughter, my goodness. Too grown for her little age, but hey, she get it from her mama. I was just like, what? Watching Heavenly and her husband have that whole conversation and him talking about it's different for a man, like that. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and shut up, because I'm wishing you all an amazing day, and remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.